What's up? I'm wearing cool shades and everything. It's time to be the Arc Agent already.
You are now the Arc Agent already. Jack, stab something. You know what? That might just be the best idea you ever had. You prepare to stab the next living thing you see. Wait a minute. Jack, observe Loloff in disgust. There were 4 graveyard stuffers around here just a moment ago. They must have ditched you while you were on frog killing duty. Damn it! It's like the law doesn't even value your friendship. By which you mean your reluctant, somewhat antagonistic temporary alliance. To you, the two are synonymous. Looks like you've already offed every amphibian from here to the horizon, too. This place has somehow become even more barren than it was when you arrived. That girl won't be creating the speaker of the vast joke anytime soon. There's no way to breed dead frogs. You're fairly certain of that. Jack, remember mission. You're not going to be able to accomplish anything else until you get off this blinding frog-infested wasteland. You suppose you should stick around, work with your ally to deal with this awful corruption nonsense. But if you're gonna be honest, there's not a whole lot that a mortal like you can do about multiversal metaphysical degeneration other than lay back and see how it plays out. Besides, that girl ain't even here. You've gotta hand it to her though. That walkthrough may be a pain to read, but it's probably onto something. If you ever find the shithead who caused all of this, you're going to stab him more times than you can count. And you can count pretty damn high. As long as you've got to live in this new reality, though, you might as well usurp control of it. Which means it's time for the deposition of a royal bitch or two. Jack, contact underlings. You'll need to regroup with your agent and oh crap, you told them the mission was to assassinate all of Milan's friends, didn't you? First things first, you've got to call that off. You love a good assassination as much as the next guy, but Lalonde isn't someone you want to cross. It's bad enough that each of the heroes has the ability to manipulate an aspect, but you've learned from experience that the hero of space somehow controls the flow of time as well. Seriously, 2 complementary aspects? That has to be cheating. Not to mention that she now has a horde terrors doing her bidding and has an above average intelligence, even for a woman uncorrupted. And you're not one to give out compliments lightly. If anyone can get this awful reality back to normal, it's her. So you're not gonna go about shattering your alliance this early in this game. Jack, radio agents, get a progress report. You decide to contact your subordinates in order from least to most imbecilic, as per tradition that you made up just now.
BDD. Hey, it's Jack, you say, and he says, shut up, and did you do your mission? And you say, yes, it was such success. And he says, so the adult human has died, he asks, and you say, died? Are you crazy? You said you won your mission, not messed it up. Dad is in a better place now, just like he told you to, and Daddy is so cute. Tee. And Jack calls you and Dad mean names, and so you throw your radio down to the ground in angry because no one talks to you and to Dad like that. But then you pick it up, back up because throwing is not good behavior. But Jack is talking to Horatio Bogars now anyways.
BHB. Jack asks Horace, what is the situation with the naked kid? And you say, Jack! You scream, this is the best assignment ever! Your Dave is so cute! And Jack, he asks you loudly, what the heck are you doing over there? And except he doesn't say heck, he says a worse H word, and you say, Jack, please don't use that bad language. Dave is right here. And Jack says it again louder, what the heck are you doing over there? Except not heck again, and you start to cry, and you say, just leave me alone. You're trying to take care of Dave. He needs apple eye juice and not mean yelling phooey.
BRJ. Jack says, let's guess you didn't kill the prostitute girl and Doko, and you say no. Why would you do something bad and illegal like that for? You put them to sleep just like he said to, and he says okay.
Jack, realize you use idioms with idiots. Take care of him, send him to a better place, put them both to rest. You guess you did say those things, didn't you? God damn it. At least you won them to fail this time. Hold on. Did he say that Prospect's queen is asleep? Maybe you're good for something after all, Droll. Jack, with the gal asleep, you can kill her and take the ring.
Jack, he says so. The new queen is now sleeping, and you say, yes, she sleep tight. Good night. Don't look the bedbugs by, just as requested, sir. And you say, chat about the space doge and the old white queen, and you say they're nowhere to be seen, sir. You say, sir, a lot since Jack is scary, and you don't want him to punish or yell at you. And he says, so die her and take the ring and crown. And you say, but that is murder and stealing. You did say this mission would include illegal murder and stealing, sir. He says, fine, don't kill her, and it's not stealing if she's not even using it. And you say, hey, that does make sense. You're very smart, sir. And then you say, uh-oh. It's
Blap Quinn. Checkmate.
the Blapcoin!
The Droll's end goes silent. You've had it with the queen, always one step ahead of you. Even now, stupid, lousy, white and just leader. What a royal pain in the ass. It's interesting that she's conquering Prospect herself, though. She's smarter than to entrust such a task to you, but she would normally send one of her other high-ranking agents rather than risk leaving her throne unoccupied. But you've already sent all of her other high-ranking agents away to carry out pseudo assassinations, and her throne is unoccupied. And you bet she hadn't anticipated the Droll giving away her position to you. Jack, get back to business. Dignitary, brute, Droll, whatever the fuck they want to call themselves, listen up, you say. You order all of them to head to the Dursite throne room immediately. The rebellion begins now. Jack, write goodbye notes. Usurping a throne. Be back whenever. Good luck. Jack, leave Loloth.
Dee, give Dad a goodbye, smooch. No, you and Dad are in love. You won't leave him, never. And you can't take him to Dirt because that's not a better place. But it's okay, Horace and Rubs can go help Jack.
BHB again. Give little BB Dave to a responsible adult. No way, David, your precious child. And you would never give him up or take him somewhere dangerous. That would not be taking care of him. But it's okay, Rubs can go help Jack.
B or J again. Yes.
Be right back, baby, you say. The adult dad who is your baby, not the literally dad babies. Actually, them too. Hi, Horace, you say. Can you borrow his Harate? And he says, if that is what you must do. Dad, you say. Dee Dee, propose to Dad. Will you be married with me? You say.
Dan, tough decision. It's not tough a decision at all. Of course you won't, you say. And you two can adopt all this baby meat and start a new happy family. For Morphriac. And for Morphriac can be the best man. Oh, you lost that finger. Try it again. Idiot! That's still not where the ring goes. Ah! Freaking dummies. Get a load of their towards his ass. They're so cute. Life finds a way.
Wahoo! Whoa, the ring. When Dad wears it, he's transforming. He becomes my Gog. He becomes
Yay!
your husband. You say.
Aww, you know what this means it's time for? Baby shower.
Dan, you're gross. Go take a shower. Bridal shower too for additional token, also blood removal. B. Dave. Aw, dong got it. Race is gone from taking care of you right now, but you still thirst. You'll begin to cry. Well, while he's busy being distracted, let's do some Dave things. Dab, set forth and white have you. Dave, search for shades. Let's see, those they got stole by the ironing lizard man, but then he got put into friend Jeremy Spritz. Dave, tell Jeremy to give you back your glasses to you. Welcome to the world of red text.
Hi, Jeremy, Sprint, and TV. Listen, a random white lady from the sky. This is an emergency.
Whoa, Dave, what's up, Freon? The name's French White Jeremy's right now, but you may address me as Your Majesty, or bro, because we're bros.
Dude, bro, Majesty, I need my sunglasses back past taste.
Sorry, dude, it's in my nature to do roses, and those shades are so cool and ironic. But I guess that as royalty and your friend, I should not steal from you without permission. Enjoy your stay. Ha! Here you go for another hero of time. Take back your 6H class. Are you kidding me?
Dave, retrieve sunglasses.
They're red.
Yeah?
Red! Is this a joke? Red glasses is not ironic!
Now run!
Get out of here!
Good riddance!
Sorry, my subject. I'm not very good at irony yet.
Nonsense, ridiculous! Aw, your grandson / ex-brother Dave is looking down in a dump. Dad, turn that frown upside down. Dave, ask Dad for those shades. For me? You ask? And he says yes for you for more Freyak, and now isn't blind and doesn't need them anymore. Everyone is so proud of you, you're so happy you could cry. So you do. Dave, funk back to be fucking days. Okay, you just ruin the moment with these intrusive bee memories. You just want to forget. Dave, begin personal journey of self-discovery. Okay, and you know just where to look. You pretend you aren't seeing this. Dave, search for self. Aha! Found you. Oh boy, computer, you love computer. Aw, you miss that, bro. David, updo the way comic, you laze. Good idea. You haven't been able to update it since forever, and your readers are getting antsy-pantsy.
Sweat, bro, he died, and Haircut Jeff, featuring more new friends, Dad Edred, and the Cronian Dignity. The comic is down here, idiot. Dude, want to get married, if you know what I mean? No offense, but isn't that kind of gay?
Dude, listen, just take the ring, it's easy.
Nice job, not. Are you blind? I'm asking because that ring finger still isn't there. Pick again. Do you want to get married or not?
Get a load of that towards his ass.
Put that dick. Oh shit, I dropped my sound effect. Put that dick. God. Idiots. Wow. Just wow. Can you believe I'm marrying this guy? Dude, stop. Genius, thinking dick. Choose a different finger. Do you have a watch? What's the time? Oh yeah, you are stupid time. God, I hate you. Not really. But are you kidding me? Dumb as you must be just trying to piss me off. Dude, are you stoned? Jesus, idiot, just do it. Stone is no excuse for the bullshit. I don't got all day. I'm not getting any younger. Actually, I guess I am because I made babies. But still, just God. Marriage is a disaster. Jesus, idiot, just do it. Stone is no excuse for the bullshit. Homo.
That's bad on purpose. That is what's the joke. You have an internet message. Hey, this dog won't answer this time. Corncat Genetics isn't not pestering anonymous vengeance. You are ugly and I hate you. Delete your account. I had sex with your mom, loser. I hope you die. Too scared to talk back to me. You're pathetic, hacker Jeff. You just got pooned.
Shut the fuck up.
So, Hacker show its dumb student face. Are you ready to get trolled at? He didn't before because it was doomed timeline. That is a mystery answer. You could click this to read some words, or you could go eat some yummy ice cream.
I'm literally not even that guy, dude. I am Dave.
Oh, you're terrible too, idiot!
Why are you being mean to me? I haven't did anything wrongly. You are just a bully.
You haven't a wrong? Ha! You guys is a fruity rum who says a good stuff all over, and now we can't win.
When what?
Sigurp, dumpy.
What is a Sigurp?
I don't know. The game you're in, maybe?
I don't think I am playing a game. Just I got on a roller coaster and then went into a portal and another portal. Then I am on a black planet with my friends and a police office and lizards and a friendly apple juice man.
Yeah, that's the freaking game, dude.
Oh, this game is pretty cool.
No, it isn't. Shut up.
Oh, so why cannot you win?
Cause you guys stolen away our winner's door and now are killing us. Yuck.
Me?
No, not you. A pair of demons from your world. One of color and the other of darkness.
Wow, that's so poetic. Haha, but what you're yelling at me for then, dumb sir? I don't know any demons.
Rocco, you've known both of them for years.
It was a test. Your willpower is strong. Hacker Jeff, check Pesty Chum. Hacker to the rescue! Listen up, dumb nut. Now it's me, Hacker now.
Hacker, die! This all is your fault.
Leave me alone. I haven't done even anything to you, so shut up about your doors and demons already.
Nitwit, we're all dying because of your shenanigans.
Man, I don't even know you. Go away, and I hate you.
Whoa. Whoa, dude. Wow.
What?
I hate you too, I guess.
I know, dude. That's why you keep yelling at me?
No, it's just when trolls hate each other, it means they want to have some hate sex.
Dude, that's crazy talk. I'm out. Anonymous Vengeance is out. Don't treat this if not 18 plus. Hackajeff, dude, you're ridiculous. That's just crazy talk. By the way, you're hacker now. Hackajeff, examine Caligula's quadrants. Rolling his eyes. What's this, Act-Fist? Hold those horses. Hackajeff, just go back in time to stop Sweatbro's murderer. Yes. That's not how it works. You can't go back in time to something which happened in a different universe. And anyways, because you were doomed to timeline, he's gone and the world is closed and just accepted. All which you can do now is make sure Jahan gets his justice. Hackajeff, how are you going to kill Jahan with no weapon?
You with 3 firearms.
You got this. Once a time on Halloween, you frankenstein Sweatbro and he shot you with it. Size memories. You should alchemize something better and also build a house or something, but you still need more grists. Hackajeff, use gutters as a substitute for grist. Okay, oops, you eat them. Silent lady, stop being silent. Sweat Mom is a guardian. People don't talk into dialogue box. That's the webcomic rule. Sorry, dude. For more free ask a law-abiding citizen, Hecatius Jeffrey, about current situation. It waits.
Okay, so what just happened?
Yeah, dude, we were trying to make weapons but made bomb on accident, but a red youth stole it and also was flying. It looked like you were God Tiger Muse of Time, but now you're not. That it was doomed to me. Doomed because you idiots blew up my house with yourselves and only in it.
I don't remember that. Are you sure that weren't a dream?
It was a doomed timeline, you clown! You doomed it by blowing us up! So my doom dream self went and got tigered and then went back in time to the Alpha timeline and stole a bomb from you and went back in time another time and went away from the house and gave his time traveling nachos to future Alpha me and blew up. And future me went back into past me and gave them nachos and that hacker used them to go get nachos from doomed hacker and give the nachos to past hacker. So that past hacker could go get the nachos and give them to himself so that he could.
Actually, dude, forgot I asked. Your time talk is getting ridiculous. Long story short, can you do time things?
Fist bump. On the bright side, because I'm alive, and now I can time travel. Dude, that is sick, and also sorry for all those explosions. Thank you, at least someone appreciates me. It's just time. What's there to even not understand? Hackajeff, it seems your planet has been visited by several guests. All these peoples, they must have realized how bad Jahan is and how boring Rose is, and instead they want to avenge Sweatbro with you. How nice. You think it's time for an announcement. Entry the Hacker Zone. Listen up, y'all. Leave the Hacker Zone. Stage frames. Press right German sprite. Guide your player. Enter the Fuig Sprite Zone. You can do it, Hacker! Woohoo! Leave the Fuig Sprite Zone. Hackajeff, do the cool thing. Shut up, guys, he's talking now. You're right, I can do this. Hi, guys, my name is Hecatius Jeffrey, and you're wondering why I bring you here today.
Not really.
Anyways, as I was saying before I got so very, very rude the interruption.
Sorry.
Anyways, two more facts, be quiet, it's announcement time! Anyways.
Okay.
That's fine, wait, does anyone else want to talk?
Can I talk?
Shut up! Listen up, you guys. Here's what's the deal. Epic. We're playing a game. It's called Suburb. Well, I'm playing Suburb, not you guys. And it blew up the earth and sent us to this new dimension, except for the black and yellow guys, Draconia, Dignitary, and Hooray Slow Cars. There's another planet in this place called Dirt, and they're just here to be cute, I guess.
Earth is blown up?
Yeah, man, old news.
Guys,
all my femoras were on that stupid planet.
It's okay. We can make more hats and other clothing later. Most important, everyone is still alive. Except for one person. Sweats bro. I'm sobbing. Sweat bro, my best friend. He got murdered by Jahan Ebgret.
That means he must be put to justice.
Die, Jahan! That's right. The Jahan menace must be defeated before he does any more bad murders. Rose too, she's protecting him and his crimes. We got to kill them both. Who's with me?
Yeah.
Yeah! Everyone else says yeah too, except for Dave and Hooray. Most of them can't talk into the dialogue box, though. Sorry, guys. That's the rules. Heck yeah! Dave, what about you?
that's my daddy you're talking about.
Awkward. But Dave, he killed your friend Sweatbro and ate him.
Christ, yeah.
And he's so mean to you. If you got back to him now after leaving him, you'll be in such a big trouble. Remember the bee costume?
Shut up. Okay, you're right. Jahan needs to stop before he kills one of you guys too.
That's the spirit. If all us work together, we can take them down. Yay! Don't forget, Haggadah, you need to play the game too, though. That's right, we also have this game to play, and that means house stalling and alchemy doing, and without alchemy means we can all make cool Jahan-killing weapons too. That means we need to get Chris, and that means we need to kill imps. So everyone go kill imps, please. Meeting adjourned. Pure epicness.
No! What about OTP Jahan, Dave? Your ship is sinking! You won't let this happen!
What dummy thought them both having the same color text was a good idea. Hey, Hecka, hey! What's that, my dude? Actually, I think it's time I'm going to get back to Brodston. I need to reclaim my girl from Third Girl, but still, I will help in the defeating of Jahan any ways I can. That's okay. Having an ally sprite who is Protestant monarchy too would be helpful very indeed. Yeah, dude, but I am your sprite and always get assists in your scrubbing. Who is even who? Who knows? Not me. That necklace, it's so pretty. Here you go. Wherever I am, you can use this fashionable necklace to summon me. Awesome. I must be off. Good luck, hero of time. Sayonara. Blupsh.
Hey, Hecka. What is freaking up? Dude! Can you even hear me?
Yeah, you hear someone, but what's it doing inside your brain?
A good question. It's not why I'm inside your brain. It's like why you're inside this cool computer that I just found.
You think this voice in your head is crazy?
I'm not crazy. Well, maybe just a little bit. Crazy, it's relative, you know?
Whatever you say, man.
Anyways, enough of this philosophical talks. How are you, Heckup? It's been so long! Gosh darn!
Arg, what is with all these people who you don't know saying they knows you today? So is everyone stoned or what? You're doing okay, you guys, but shut up, please, Mr. Crazy. It's time to kill imps now. As Hacker Jeff 2, fight each other for real this time. Too easy. Hacker Jeff, level up. Oh yeah, now you can hold all this credits. Animaker logo, level up. You can't be Animaker when it's not video time, you dumpy.